same. We'll start in the upper 60s and low 70s Wednesday morning, and by Wednesday afternoon, we're up into the 90s with just a slim chance Wednesday of a shower or storm. Rain chances are going to stay relatively low this week, Judd, but those temperatures combined with the humidity, it's going to feel like 105 or higher starting Wednesday. We'll be hot. Tyler, thank you for the update there. We're not the only ones dealing with weather issues. Folks in New York and Pennsylvania are starting the week off with a mess, with chances of flash flooding and mudslides. John Lawrence has the latest.
Yeah, really? Ew, oh God. I feel like a shark is going to attack me.
Highland Falls, New York, among the areas along the east coast of the U.S. hit with catastrophic flooding over the weekend, turning roadways into rivers.
It's up to my knees. I know.
The National Weather Service issued a flash flood warning for the lower Hudson Valley region, and New York State Police have shut down parts of Palisades Interstate Parkway, saying numerous motorists were stranded in Rockland County.
Our permits on.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul declared a state of emergency in Orange County Sunday, which she says.
So you're gonna have, that's
The only piece of the daily, that's right. The only
daily routine.
The only reason that the one was wouldn't, that would be, again, the first family,
Mm-hmm.
or the first extended family. Breitbart had a story, Secret Service vet says only family could sneak cocaine into the White House.
Yeah. All right.
So, in fact, it was actually Bongino.
Yeah. Right.
Because there's absolutely zero chance anyone other than a family member brought the cocaine inside the White House. No chance it would make it past the MAG security checkpoints.
Right.
Family bypasses those.
Mm-hmm.
Those who don't know, an unzippered bag containing cocaine was found in the White House on Sunday. Secret Service is currently investigating, which should be terribly difficult in one of the most secure buildings in the world, and one filled with surveillance cameras.
Right.
There was a little sarcasm, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out the Hour News is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Shell Rotello with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
Eric and Gary for the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. Tons of questions about the Eden Pure Thunderstorm Air Purifier. We thought we'd do a little Q&A. Here's a question. Does it work on any smell? Yes, the Thunderstorm gets rid of strong odors from cooking, cigarette smoke, litter boxes, and more. Even the mildew smell from basements.
How long does it take to work? Immediately, the Thunderstorm starts working in seconds to clear a room of any odor. What about replacement filters? No, you never need them. Does the Thunderstorm Air Purifier really work? Over 350,000 Thunderstorms have been sold already with thousands of 5-star reviews online.
Here's a question we get a lot. How do I get a deal on the Eden Pure Thunderstorm? Right now, you can save $200 on 3 Thunderstorms for whole home protection. That's 3 units for under $200. Just go to EdenPureDeals.com, enter the discount code REDEYE. That's EdenPureDeals.com, discount code REDEYE, and you get free shipping.
Tom Bodette here, thinking about all the goofy stuff you only seem to find at truck stops. Somebody must be buying all those.
Let me see.
Driving all night. Well, if you start to think of bobblehead cows, it's a good investment. Wheel on into Motel 6. There's over 1,400 locations and many have truck parking, so you can sleep on it before you buy that commemorative mud flap. I'm Tom Bodette from Motel 6, and we'll leave the light on for you.
At Denny's, value starts at $5.99. Whether you're flying solo or want a chill date night on a budget, we're turning up the volume on value with delicious meals that never sacrifice flavor for a good deal. It's time to celebrate with our 70th anniversary buttermilk pancakes, our quarter-pound 100% beef burger, or everyone's favorite, the Super Slam. Looking for breakfast, lunch, dinner, or late night starting at $5.99? At Denny's, it's diner time. Price and participation may vary. No substitutions.
We're coming all truckers to the Jamboree. Every driver knows it's the place to be. At Interstate 80 exit 284, there's a big trucker party going on. So crank up the rigs and get them on the road. Cause everybody loves a big trucker show. There's guaranteed super trucks and carnival games. It's so much fun, you never come in the same. You walk out Iowa, USA. There's something for everyone to see. We're coming all truckers to the Truckers Jamboree.
July 13th through 15th, join us for the 44th Truckers Jamboree. Performing July 13th, Electric Shock, the AC/DC Experience. July 14th, Shenandoah. And July 15th, Danny in Hellman. All brought to you by Home Element, 300 Trucking Festival. Show ride to the program. The Walkout Truckers Jamboree, July 13th through 15th, at the world's largest truck show. Free admission and parking.
Sponsored by I-80 Group.
News Radio 1440 is WLWI AM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. That was hello, and this was goodbye. Less than 1 hour later, President Biden's flying visit to British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak ahead of tomorrow's big NATO summit in Vilnius, Lithuania. Though the two men share the same broad strategic goals when it comes to the war in Ukraine, they differ on President Biden's decision to send cluster bombs. The UK is among the 100+ countries to have banned their use. There will be fewer flies in the ointment at Windsor Castle later. Mr. Biden's meeting King Charles for the first time since the coronation, focusing on a mission both men share, combating climate change. I'm Vicki Barker in London. Now with more CBS News, here's Deborah Rodriguez. Breaking news from Russia. The Kremlin claims President Putin met with Wagner mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin June 29th. That's 5 days after his failed mutiny in Moscow. A spokesman says Prigozhin told Putin his soldiers would continue to fight for him. Russia's defense ministry released a video today showing the country's military chief for the first time since his attempted ouster. Here in the U.S., the Northeast is getting slammed with a burst of bad weather.
Look at people's doors! Oh my God! It's up to my knees!
Melissa Roberts lives in New York State's Hudson Valley, where at least one woman was killed trying to escape her flooded home. An entire summer's worth of rain has wiped out roads north of New York City in a matter of hours. The weather is messing up operations at the airports. FlightAware's Kathleen Bangs.
Where we're seeing the big impacts, of course, are out of LaGuardia, Newark, JFK, Boston, Philly, pretty much up the East Coast like you'd expect to see.
Almost 1,200 flights have been delayed or canceled in the U.S. so far today. The National Weather Service says flood watches covering more than 50 million people will be in place until at least tomorrow morning. 12 homes have been evacuated near Los Angeles after a major ground shift put them at risk of falling into a canyon nearby. KCBS TV's Lauren Children is in Rolling Hills Estates.
Let's play a distance away, but we've actually heard some of the popping sounds and noise as that house continues to slide down the hillside here. The good news, no one's been hurt, but this destruction is just devastating.
In LA, everyone was vying for Barbie's attention. Botox lined the pink carpet as Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling walked at the movie's premiere at the Shrine Auditorium. Robbie wore a black, sparkly, vintage 1960s look. Gosling, who plays Ken, wore pastel pink. S&P futures down 5. This is CBS News.
Find great hires fast with Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort, designed for curious travelers. Viking offers all-inclusive voyages on all 7 continents, with no children and no casinos on board. Learn more at Viking.com.
When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credits.
Solving mysteries is hard. Streaming them isn't. We need to know what happened.
There's someone else pulling the strings here.
This month, get in touch with your inner detective and stream the best selection of British mysteries during Mystery Month on BritBox.
That is interesting.
Watch entire series of fan favourites, including the newest seasons of Luther, Silent Witness, Father Brown, Vera, and more.
My lips are sealed.
No one does mystery like the Brits. Start streaming now with a free trial at BritBox.com.
There's another biggie up for grabs.
Once again, nobody won the big Powerball jackpot Saturday, and that means the new jackpot for Monday's drawing is the 9th largest in the history of the game, worth an estimated $650 million. There have been 34 straight drawings since April without a jackpot winner. And if you don't hit it big Monday with Powerball, the Mega Millions jackpot Tuesday is currently estimated to be $480 million. Matt Piper, CBS News.
Sarah Silverman is taking OpenAI to court.
I was a chronic bedwetter till I was like 15.
The comedian contends they used her book, The Bedwetter, without her consent to train AI chatbots. Law professor Blake Reed.
Not surprising to see book authors coming along
Wake
as the
up,
latest
Sergeant!
others to come after this technology.
I know what you mean.
That it infringes the
I know what you mean.
Deborah Rodriguez.
It's Monday.
CBS
It's early. But we're awake. We're ready to roll. We're ready to get the job done. I think. I'll let you know.
I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using the Revive My Breath, my sinuses don't hurt and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus infection, allergies, and snoring, take Revive.
All right.
Revive with Walmart, Walgreens, and CVS regular purchase from Revive. And indeed, AGE, you know, healthy life. Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Paid for by Cordell and Cordell.
Women are tired of bulky, leaky plastic pads made with harsh ingredients that itch and irritate their skin. Attention Grace has set out to design the cleanest,
for
highest
support in the war in Ukraine. The president's first stop is in London to meet with the new king before the NATO summit kicks off tomorrow. NBC's Alice Barr has more.
Oh, okay.
President Biden touching down in London Sunday night ahead of talks today with UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and a meeting with King Charles. The leaders looking ahead to this week's NATO summit with a central focus on supporting Ukraine's fight against Russia.
Shapiro Show tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
News Radio 1440.
World River Region. Increase home value and decrease energy bills with window siding, doors, and more from your locally owned Window World.
Good morning, peoples.
Financing options and the industry's strongest lifetime limited warranty. Search Window World River Region today.
Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms this morning, but most of us should be dry late this morning through the afternoon with only a 20% chance of an afternoon shower or storm. Slightly drier air will come in. That means more sunshine for the afternoon. Temperatures today in the upper 80s. Low 70s for tonight, mostly clear. Will be partly cloudy, likely dry on Tuesday, low 90s. Slight chance of showers and storms returns for Wednesday with highs in the mid-90s.
That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident Northern Boulevard at Coliseum. Keep your eyes open for this. North Boulevard at Coliseum Boulevard. Also 65 northbound, mile marker 161. That's about halfway between Hangle and Hope Hole. We've got a tree down blocking the right lane of 65 northbound. Registration for fall classes going on now at Trenton State. This is the time to get your financial aid in order. Change your life. Call Trenton State. Today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams with WSFA 12 News. Here's what's happening this Monday. An investigation is underway after an apparent drowning near Lake Guntersville. 65-year-old Jeffrey Abston disappeared Saturday night. His body was found Sunday morning close to the same location where he was last seen. He went into the water near Robert Davis Road in Jackson County. Authorities say he got out of the pontoon boat to get it off. More than 1,000 people visited Montgomery's Whitewater Park during its grand opening weekend. The park opened to the public Friday, and to celebrate, organizers held a grand opening festival that included a 5K race, live music, and more. Of course, people could participate in the rafting and whitewater activities. Preparations are underway for what some call the biggest party in the South. Organizers for Rock the South predict nearly 100,000 people will be in Coleman for the 3-day music festival. Chris Stapleton, Zach Bryan, Cody Johnson, and Riley Green are all headlining. It will be held July 20th through the 22nd. I'm Jasmine Williams with your morning headline.
My first leader for the budget public service announcement. Beware of the budget coulda, shoulda, woulda syndrome. I know what you're thinking. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda gone to budget with hundreds of units in stock and priced thousands less. 2021 Hyundai Elantras starting at $16,900. Camry, Corolla, Ultima, Maxima, Accord, Civics, Chevy, Ford, Dodge, Jeeps, GMC, all on sale. Woulda got special financing with Cap One and other lenders that want to say yes. Yes to lower payments. Yes to lower down payments. Yes to you and not a credit score. Capital One's assigned a special relationship manager for this sale who speaks in yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Local premium members will rate starting from 3.9. Coulda got more from my trade-in. Push, pull, or drag again. Owe too much? Lower your payments or just need to sell? Budget buys cars, trucks, vans, SUVs on the spot with local trade-ins starting at $6,900. Budget car and truck sales with 2 great locations, 61 Mendel Parkway in Montgomery and the new truck center location in Prattville, 508 Queensmith Road across from Walmart. Shop 24/7, buybudgetonline.com, buybudgetonline.com with approved credit.
Hey folks, we're the Wolf family from American Oak and More, Rustic Furniture Outlet, and Wolf Lloyd Bedding. We're a family-owned business, and with that being said, it's very difficult to take the whole family on vacation.
So we decided to close July the 9th to the 17th to take our family on vacation. So shop with us before that or after. Our normal business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6.
Like what it said, for almost 30 years.
You don't pay to make money, so don't sell fake wood.
Hey folks, we're the Wolf family from American Oak and More, Rustic Furniture Outlet, and Wolf Lloyd Bedding. We're a family-owned business, and with that being said, it's very difficult to take the whole family on vacation.
So we decided to close July the 9th to the 17th to take our family on vacation. So shop with us before that or after. Our normal business hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 9 to 6.
Like what it said, for almost 30 years.
You don't pay to make money, so don't sell for fake wood.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese to Russia's don't fear Joe Biden
on News Radio.
I wonder why not. And here we go.
Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shine. For it is once again, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective. I'll give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. It is July the 10th. Today's daily bread is simply entitled From Darkness to Light. Our scriptural insight today comes from John 3:13 through 21. John 3:21 says, Whoever lives by the truth comes into the light. Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning. And again, it is July the 10th. It is a day like all the others that it's never been. And it is a day that won't ever, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, July the 10th, 2023, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you have lived a while, like I say it every day, people get tired of me saying it, but it's so true. If you lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy and the almighty compassion of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What do we do with them? Well, whatever you do, when you can, while you can, until you can, reach back every once in a while and help somebody else along the way. Visualizer May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say if that is the standard by which you live life, you'll never be a loser. Because quitters, well, they never win. And while winners may fail at a thing or two, they'll never be failures because they do what my mother says. Put one foot in front of the other and don't ever give up. And if you fall, all you have to do is get back up and try it again. Don't ever quit because quitters don't win. And while winners may fail at a thing or two, they never quit. And no matter what this day brings, it is still a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. From darkness to light. That's our daily bread for this day, July the 10th, 2023.
Hey there, and welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled From Darkness to Light was written by Dave Brannon. Nothing could pull Akash out of his dark depression. Severely injured in a truck accident, he was taken to a missionary hospital in Southwest Asia. 8 operations repaired his broken bones, but he couldn't eat. Depression set in. His family depended on him to provide, which he couldn't do. So his world grew darker. One day, a visitor read to Akash from the Gospel of John in his language and prayed for him. Touched by the hope of God's free gift of forgiveness and salvation through Jesus, he placed his faith in him. His depression soon left. When he returned home, he was afraid at first to mention his newfound faith. Finally, though, he told his family about Jesus, and 6 of them trusted him as well. John's gospel is a beacon of light in a world of darkness. In it we read that whoever believes in Jesus shall not perish, but have eternal life. We discover that whoever hears Jesus' word and believes God has eternal life. And we hear Jesus say, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never go hungry. Indeed, whoever lives by the truth comes into the light. The troubles we face may be great, but Jesus is greater. He came to give us life to the full. Like Akash, may you place your faith in Jesus, the hope of the world, and the light for all humanity. Our scripture reading for today is from John chapter 3, verses 13 through 21. No one has ever gone into heaven except the one who came from heaven, the Son of Man. Just as Moses lifted up the snake in the wilderness, so the Son of Man must be lifted up, that everyone who believes may have eternal life in him. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. For God did not send his Son into the world to condemn the world, but to save the world through him. Whoever believes in him is not condemned, but whoever does not believe stands condemned already, because they have not believed in the name of God's one and only Son. This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people loved darkness instead of light, because their deeds were evil. Everyone who does evil hates the light, and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed. But whoever lives by the truth comes into the light, so that it may be seen plainly that what they have done has been done in the sight of God. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for coming to earth and exposing us to the light of your love and salvation. Help us to live lives that shine that light to others and show them the way to you. Thank you, Lord. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. I'm Stephen Tabor, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to rise and shine. Time to rise and shine, Montgomery. Time to go to work. Get up. Let's roll. PT today. Yeah, it's Monday. And count to 4. Hey, this is what you get for the only paratrooper on the airways. What can I tell you? I'm not apologizing. Time to rise. All the way. Rope it up. We're so glad we didn't join the Navy. Lottie-ho. We're so proud that we're airborne. Hey, lottie-ho. There we go. All the way. Every day. All the way.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, somebody get started making the first sergeant. I said, it's time for a PT, baby. Time for a PT. Oh, it's getting hard on me. I seen these guys on America's Got Talent the other night. Good group, good group. All they needed was me. Oh! Hey, on the way trail. Oh, yeah. All right, PT. They should have known. We don't even know if we're coming home. Oh, yeah. Up, hooked up, shuffle to the door. And jump right out and count to 4. Oh, yeah. And the mirror open wide. I got a reserve by my side. Come on now. That one should fail me too. Look out below, 'cause I'm coming through. Oh, yeah. middle of the night. I hit the ground in the middle of the night. A spring right up to a firefight. Up, hey, oh, hey. Come on now. Let her run a little more, hey. Come on now. Let her run a little more, hey. Oh, yeah. Woo. All right, good.
Backstroke, side stroke, headed for shore.
Oh.
Hit the beach, he's ready for war.
Hits the beach, he's ready for war.
Reach gun cable by his side.
A reach gun came by his side.
These are the tools that a hero is by.
Woo.
Hunter killer search, he's a hostage jack.
Yeah.
Out to the top, back into the hat.
Whatever that means.
And the head combat.
Huh.
The line.
Gotcha.
Killing time. The jump through window, kicking down a wall.
All right.
Airborne Ranger just having a ball.
All right. Is it up yet? Help. Help. Oh. Help. All right. Woo. Woo-hoo. I know. That's tough PT this morning for Monday morning. But we got it going. We all motivated now. And now we pay homage to all the branches of our armed forces, Army, Navy, although the Army's, probably the best. But anyway, we're going to give y'all some props this morning. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. We pay homage to all those young men and women who's carrying on the tradition of pulling maintenance on our freedom. And like Ronald Reagan once said, that freedom is only one generation away from being lost. We respect and honor all of those who wear the uniform of this nation. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. As a matter of fact, we also honor those who are civilian types. Montgomery Police Department, Montgomery Fire Department, who also go in harm's way most of the time to protect you. Most of the time. Sometimes they gotta go in harm's way to protect themselves. Woo! Good morning, Montgomery Sanitation Department and Montgomery Maintenance Department. A lot of folks complaining about the sanitation department because they can't seem to get everything up. Have y'all looked at the trees that are still down in Montgomery? Okay, they working hard. Okay, can we just chill with some of that complaining? My Lord. And then we got some people in this town who want to cut down their own trees, put them on the side of the road. Hey, I guess that's where it rolls. A lot of trees still down. I think some came down yesterday, as a matter of fact. All right, but never fear. They're going to get it. They'll get it. And to the folks out that live out in Wind Lake, stop whining. We coming to get it. They coming to get it. Just takes a minute. Nobody told y'all to move out there anyway. Y'all were trying to get away from us. When I say us, I mean the poor folks. So y'all thought I meant something else, didn't you? I know you did. Mm-hmm. And last but certainly not least, their motto is Semper Fi or Semper Fidelis. But whether it's Semper Fi or Semper Fidelis, it all means the same thing. Always. Not sometimes. Not Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Not weekends only, but always. Always faithful. Good morning, Jarheads. It's time to rise and shine. And good morning to my Alabama Army National Guard and Air Guard. Time to rise and shine. Let's go to work. Let's go to work. Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, and of course, I think they should have made me an honorary Marine still, though. I mean, you know. Yeah, I do believe they should have made me an honorary Marine. Really, I do. I think they stuck it to me on that one, you know. Just because I was 5'7", you know, 5'6" and 3/4, or close to it, you know, they wouldn't let me be airborne in the Marine Corps. So I had to leave them right at the door, right in the recruiting station. I wanted me a set of those dress blues. I wanted to wear a set with that little red thing on the side of it. You know, I just wanted to, and that white hat. Lord, I love that white hat. But no, but there was one thing. There was just one thing. I didn't care if I died. I didn't care if I got hurt, critically ill, whatever. I was going to stick it out no matter what. But there was one thing that I was not going to sacrifice to be a Marine, and that's my jump wing. They kept telling the brother he was too short. Okay. Now, I think you can get there now, but thanks to my sacrifice, maybe there are short guys on Force Recon. I don't know. But I do know one thing. It hurt my feelings because I wanted me them white hat and that white glove. Now, if the Marine Corps Command could make me whole and just make me an honorary Marine, I'd be all right with that one. I know they don't do it too much, but they stuck it to me. You know, they just stuck me. They just, you know, they did me wrong. And it is a wrong that I have carried for 45 years. Okay, I mean, come on, man. Well, maybe not 45 years. Well, yeah, maybe. Well, okay, well, 43 years, somewhere around there. Since what 19? Let's see, what is that? How many years is that? 1975 to 20. Okay, let me see. Let me see. How many years? Anybody know how many years that is? Okay, let me see here. All right, let me look at my little calculator because you know some of these things hurt a brother. Okay, so we got. Okay, clear that 19. Wait, hold. How many years has it been? Okay, 2023 minus 1975 equals 48 years. Well, that's a long time. So how come I can't let it go? I want to let it go. I wanted that white hat. But the wings were more important at that particular time. So I just think the Marine Corps, in order to, since we live in a woke society now, I'm just thinking the Corps ought to just, you know, give in and make me an honorary Marine. So all you guys down the recruiting department down there, listen, I'll be willing. I'm available any day to come down there and be, you know, call the colonel or the commandant and make me an honorary Marine. I'm just telling you, you owe it to me. You owe it to me. Okay? Too short to be Force Recon. Come on, man. Anyway, let's take a break, and we'll be back with our audio piece of the day right after this.
SFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by AC by Luke Wire. AC by Luke Wire is celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylukewire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylukewire.com. License number 84417.
Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms this morning, but most of us should be dry late this morning through the afternoon with only a 20% chance. An afternoon shower or storm. Slightly drier air will come in. That means more sunshine for the afternoon. Temperatures today in the upper 80s. Low 70s for tonight. Mostly clear. Will be partly cloudy. Likely dry on Tuesday. Low 90s. Slight chance of showers and storms returns for Wednesday with highs in the mid-90s. That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got an accident Northern Boulevard at Coliseum. Keep your eyes open for this. North Boulevard at Coliseum Boulevard. Also 65 northbound, mile marker 161.
Over here, over there.
We've got a tree down blocking the right lane of 65 northbound. Summer's here at Festival Plaza. Enjoy a movie at AMC Festival Plaza Theater, then eat at the Bubbly Hen. All this and more at the Festival Plaza, Taylor and Vaughn, a Colliers managed development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
The world's fastest growing esport is about to get bigger. For the past few years, all eyes have been on Valorant as it dominates esports. While the player base is massive, the game is only available on PC. It's all about to change as it was leaked this week that console playtests for the hit title could start as soon as next month. This is a massive deal, as this will get Valorant into the hands of millions of more players and could even wrestle away some from other popular titles. Will you be one of them?
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
You can host the best backyard barbecue. You find a professional on Angie to make your backyard the best around. Connect with skilled professionals to get all your home projects done well. Inside to outside, repairs to renovations. Get started on the Angie app or visit Angie.com today. You can do this when you Angie that.
Find mechanic near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can I help?
Wow, no mechanic near me? Really?
What? I'm right here. Ma'am, we're a local mechanic literally right down the street. Why is she not seeing us?
Oh, here's one. It's a bit far, but hey, they got good reviews.
Hello? Can you not see us?
Nope, because your business is buried deep in the list of local results and is, well, basically invisible. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Hey folks, this is Tammy Burkhalter at Prattville Farm Center, and did you know there's all kind of dogs that we can feed? Like sleeping dog, hot dog, creep dog, swimming dog, hunting dog, shaggy dog, lap dog, window dog, riding dog, hiding dog, stuffy dog, standing dog, hat dog, cozy dog, family dog, even a dancing dog, man. So come see us at 1154 South Memorial Drive in Prattville, and we can even feature kitty cat too.
Summertime is here, but is pain keeping you from living the life you love? For over 30 years, the Good Feet store has helped people just like you alleviate, even eliminate their foot, knee, hip, or back pain with personally fit arch supports. Find out for yourself with a free no-obligation fitting and test walk. We're so confident our arch supports will improve your life. We offer a lifetime warranty, a free test walk, and for a limited time, we'll even give you a free pair of premium shoes with a qualified purchase. That's a $140 value. Stop by the Good Feet store today. Find your location at goodfeet.com and get rid of those summertime blues.
This summer, spend less time sweating and more time doing the John Deere equipment from SunSouth. Because right now, you can drive off in a new John Deere from SunSouth with 0% financing for 84 months, plus get a free iMatch Quick Hitch on select John Deere equipment. Yep, 0% for 84 months, and you get a free iMatch Quick Hitch. Come see us at SunSouth this month, where owning quality John Deere equipment is no sweat. SunSouth, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply, so dealer for details. Offer expires July 31st, 2023.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
Don't give your territory over to the enemy. Now, in order to have territory, you have to have ownership. And the problem with you is that you might own territory that you don't even realize. That God has given you certain things up under your auspices and up under your authority that you've got to be prepared to fight for. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting time. Does anybody know what it's like to be tired? Trying to hold your head up, but you're tired. Trying to be tough, you're tired. And one by one, they all would sin. Not just the foolish. I don't care how smart you are. you still get tired. I don't care how committed you are, you still get tired. I don't care how focused you are, you still get tired. Is there anybody here that can talk to me about tired? I don't mean the kind of tired you get at night. I mean the kind of tired where you wake up tired, go to work tired, eat your lunch tired, answer the phone tired, smiling tired. May I help you? Grinning at people, praise the Lord, and tired. And nobody knows that you are tired. Some of you don't understand why you are so tired right now, but you don't realize you're just counting your workload from what is happening right now. But you have to remember that the oil started burning when you started hoping. It didn't just start when you started doing. It started when you started believing something is about to happen in my life. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to get out of there. And all of a sudden, the oil is burning. You have to burn some oil to be able to wait. The Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. You have to be tough to wait. You have to be tough to work all day and go to school at night. You have to be tough to take 2 part-time jobs and put them together and try to make it do. Oh, y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. You have to be tough to start a service in the storefront with 2 members and the bills are higher than you got. You have to be tough. Is there anybody in here that's gone through a tough time in your life and you were waiting on a breakthrough to occur in your life? Yeah, same place. They all were waiting. They all went to sleep. You couldn't tell who was wise and who was foolish until the cry was made. The thing you've been waiting on is coming. How you react to challenges tells whether you are wise or foolish. And you will never completely be healed or whole until you change the voice inside of your own head.
Most people are governed by their habits, their fears, and the opinions of others. A lot of people never try anything differently because they have been convinced by people in their lives that they value that they can't do it. They're living within the context of the opinions that other people have of them, the low expectations. Many people doubt themselves because when they thought about doing something at some critical point in their lives, somebody they respected and honored, somebody they believed in, somebody that they loved, someone they trusted said, you can't do that. And they accepted that. As you look at your life, ask yourself the question, what would your life be like? What would your life look like if you decided not to care what people thought of you? What would your life be like if you decided to give up some of your fears? What would your life be like if you decided to become courageous? What would your life be like? If you decided to act on your dream, if you did what you felt in your heart. You know what courageous means? Tom Ruskin and Randy Reed said. They said that courage comes from a French word which means of the heart. But how does it feel to you? He says it's courage, it takes courage to live. Says most people go through life not allowing themselves to step out because they don't want to let go. They don't want to be blown around. They don't want to be moved. The courage to face life's whirling wind of contradictions. The courage to love yourself. The courage to love. For years, I was afraid to love. The courage to take a chance. The courage to be who you are. He says, courage isn't for somebody else, for medals, applause, or moral debts. Courage is what at that moment feels most right for you. Not just situational ethics, but what feels right in your heart, the word of the heart, what feels right in your heart. One great philosopher says, cowards die many times before their death. The valiant never taste of death but once. What does that mean? The valiant people aren't afraid? No, no, no. It means that they experience that fear and they move forward. They move forward anyhow. Many people are dead now. Many people are allowing their dreams to die. Many people are allowing their ideas to lie dormant and collect dust. Many people have all this talent and ability that they are allowing to be buried inside of them, that they will take with them to their graves because they didn't have the courage to be who they are. And I say, as you begin to look toward the future and manifesting your greatness, it's going to take everything in you, that your life deserves the concentrated effort to begin to look at how is it that I can express more of me? How is it that I can bring my ideas out here now? How is it? And start living with a sense of urgency, because you're here today, you're gone today. Life is unpredictable. It's uncertain. There are no guarantees. No guarantees out here at all. So holding back, what are you waiting on? Ask yourself, what's the benefit of your waiting? What's the benefit of your not living your dream? What's the benefit of not listening to yourself? Oh, please, listen to yourself. You know the feelings. If you start listening to the feelings in your heart, and I'm doing it now more every day, I find that my feelings, I can trust them. And I say to you, that as you look toward the future, you look at life on a daily basis, if there's something that you have been given, if you've heard something within yourself that you know that what you're doing now doesn't fit for you, it doesn't work for you, it's not giving you what you want, and there's something else that you want to do, don't allow that inner doubt in you to talk you out of it, to build a case on why you can't have it, to tell you why you're not good enough. You ignore that inner voice and all of the external voices. Don't judge the possibilities for what you can do based upon the circumstances, because the circumstances won't determine who you are. Don't determine what you're able to do based upon your resources. Don't determine what's possible for you based upon where your life is right now. Where your life is right now is not you. That's just what it is right now. But the possibilities for you are unlimited. If you're in a rebuilding process, it's unlimited. If you're coming back from adversity and devastation, it's unlimited of what you can do. That's the capacity of human beings. It doesn't matter how many mistakes you've made. It doesn't matter how many flops you've had. It doesn't matter how much money you've lost. In fact, I see it only as an investment of what you learn from life. Not losses, but investments of what's possible for you. And I say to you that once you start listening to yourself, and as you begin to act on your dream, as you start just trying to find your way, doing what you can with what you have, you will start seeing things opening up for you. You'll start attracting people. You say, where'd they come from? Things will start coming together, clicking for you. You say, whoa. You start brainstorming. Ideas will come out of nowhere as you focus on it. The key to it is to begin to focus on what it is you want to do. Why? Why is that important? Because as you focus on that which you want to do, that which we focus on, that which we give our energy to, it will begin to multiply. It will begin to expand. It will begin to develop your consciousness. And out of that comes your greatness. Out of that comes a commitment. Out of that comes a passion for life. Out of that comes a special power that you have in you that you haven't even called on yet. See, the powers that we have will never reveal themselves if we don't challenge them, if we don't put ourselves in a position where we have to use them. So one of the most important things was reading a book that's a really interesting book called Instant Millionaire, and the guy said, put yourself in a position where you can't retreat, where it's do or die, sink or swim. Here's what you'll find out. You'll develop incredible swimming skills. You'll find yourself stroking unlike you've ever seen before. Through the inspiration of desperation, You become more creative than ever before. So what is it? How do we handle that whole piece? Throw your whole self into it. See, most people go at it tentatively. They don't give all their stuff. They don't concentrate. They don't put everything they've got in them. One guy wrote a book called All You Can Do is All You Can Do. And all you can do is enough. But he said, make sure you do all you can do. And if we're honest this evening, we know that we haven't done all we can do. So as we look at the future, we can decide that from this day forward, as I look at my personal relationships, if I look at my professional relationships, if I look at my family relationships, as I look at all the dimensions of my life, looking at myself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I'm going to do all I can do to develop me, to bring my talent out here, to make a contribution to life.
Do all you can do. Do all you can do. And then once you do that, is that really all you can do? I think sometimes we as human beings, we have to look in the mirror sometimes and ask ourselves, did I really do all that I can do? Sometimes we don't really want to answer to that question, do we? I don't think we do. Anyway, good morning to you. I know I have failed in that area many, many, many times. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise, but I didn't give up yet. It's time to rise and shine, people. That was your motivate. You'll hear it again on Friday. If we live and nothing happen, the world's still here. So if you didn't, you might want to get the family around you, the kids around you, and listen to that. That's the kind of thing you want kids to listen to on the way to school. Did you do all that you could do? Good morning to you. 6:50 in the morning. It is time for Lessons of Life and the word of the day. Okay, now, the word of the day means moral integrity or righteousness, or the quality or state of being correct in judgment or procedure. Okay, what word is it? Well, that word is spelled rectitude. Rectitude. It means it is a formal noun that means moral integrity or righteousness, or the quality or state of being correct in judgment or procedure. That'll come to you later on today when you might need to use it. All right, rectitude. Again, moral integrity or righteousness, or the quality of state of being correct in judgment or procedure. Lessons of life today. Now you got to put a little time in. You got to put a little time in to understand this one. But if you understand it now, the times before you will be a lot easier. But anyway, what is the lesson of life today? Well, how do you judge your life? How do you determine if you're successful or not? What are the metrics that you use? Is it the car you drive? Is it the house you live in? Is it how big your yard is? How many kids you have? I don't know. It's up to each one of us as an individual to determine what success looks like. Okay? How do you define your success? Are you successful? Well, that all depends on how you look at you. So the lessons of life this morning are apropos. As we get older, that's why you got to put a little time in, we understand more and more. It's not about who or what we were or is at the moment. It's not about the things we have or the things we used to have. It's more about the person that you have become today. So we all need to take a look in the mirror, go to me, and look at what we see. And if we're satisfied with what we see, then you must be doing something right. But if you're not satisfied with what we see, the fact of the matter is, if you're still breathing, you can do something about it. So again, as we get older, we understand more and more. It's not about who and what we were or what we have or the things we have or the things we don't. It's about the person who we have become. So when you look in the mirror today, just between you and the other guy looking back, what do you see? I've taken a look in the mirror sometimes, and sometimes I don't really like what I see. I can do better. On June the 10th, it is June the 10th. On June the 10th, it is the 161st day of the year, and there are a few days left. I don't know exactly how many. On June the 10th, 1967, 6 days after the war in the Mideast involving Israel, Syria, Egypt, Jordan, and Iraq ended as Israel and Syria accepted the United Nations mediated ceasefire. In 1610, Englishman Lord de la Warr arrived at Jamestown settlements to take charge of the Virginia colony. In 1692, the first execution resulting from a Salem witch trials in Massachusetts took place as Bridget Bishop was hanged. And of course, that's supposed to be the top-notch citizens of the country. 1935, Alcoholics Anonymous was founded in Akron, Ohio by Dr. Robert Holbrook Smith and William Griffith Wilson. 1942 was the year on this day during World War II, German forces massacred 173 male residents of Czechoslovakia in retaliation for the killing of Nazi official Reinhard Heydrich. 1944, German forces again massacred 642 residents of the French village Odur-sur-Glane. I think that's how you pronounce it. 1957, on this day, I was cutting myself a month and a half. 1957, the Canadian elections, John Diefenbaker led the Progressive Conservatives to an upset victory over the Liberal Party of Prime Minister Louis St. Laurent. Okay. 1971, President Richard M. Nixon lifted 2 decades-old trade embargo on China. And now they got it by the short ones. 1977, James Earl Ray was convicted of assassinating the assassin of civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. escaped from Bushy Mountain State Prison in Tennessee with 6 others. He was recaptured, of course, on June the 13th. 1978, The Affirm, written by Steve Carlton, won the 110th Belmont Stakes to claim horse racing's 11th Triple Crown. 1990, Alberto Fujimori was elected president of Peru by a narrow margin over novelist Mario Vargas Llosa. 2 members of the rap group 2 Live Crew were arrested in Hollywood, Florida. They and the 3rd band member were later acquitted of obscenity charges. I think they got butt naked on stage up there, I believe. 1991, 11-year-old J.C. Dugard of South Lake Tahoe, California, was abducted by Philip and Nancy Garrido. J.C. was held the couple for 18 years before she was found by authorities. And one more. In 2001, the Supreme Court, without comment, turned down a request to allow the videotaping of Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh's execution scheduled for the following day. And it was 14 years ago, James Von Braun, an 88-year-old white supremacist, opened fire in the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, D.C., killing security guard Stephen T. Johns. Von Braun died in North Carolina Hospital in January 2020 while he was awaiting trial. And those are just some of the things that have taken place. What days we celebrate today? I don't see much on the schedule today. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I had something up there, but I don't know what they did with it. We got a lot of things to talk about. And don't forget this weekend all that whining people doing about the water park, and you know what? It seemed to have. Hey, I just want to thank the guys who rode into Sam wanted that water park open. I appreciate that. I'm glad y'all took, waited an extra day. Woo! We'll be back and talk about that and other things. Woo! What's going on with IKEA?
SFA 12 News Update. News Radio 1440.
More than 1,000 people visited Montgomery's Whitewood Montgomery weekend into the public Friday to celebrate organizers of the Rainmaking Festival. Preparations are underway for what comes from a biggest party in the South. Across the South, predicts nearly 100,000 people to be involved in the Festival.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama. This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. A ceremonial welcome for President Biden at Windsor Castle minutes ago, meeting King Charles for the first time since the coronation. After a private tea, they'll meet philanthropists and investors committed to combating climate change. At a short meeting with Prime Minister Rishi Sunak earlier, the two men publicly reaffirmed their two countries' strong relationship. In private, though, Sunak likely made known his disquiet over Mr. Biden's decision to send cluster munitions to Ukraine, an issue which is likely to figure in tomorrow's big NATO summit in Vilnius, Lithuania. I'm Vicki Barker in London. Now with more CBS News, here's Deborah Rodriguez. In California, a massive landslide has forced people out of 12 homes near Los Angeles. This man lives in Rolling Hills Estates.
In the course of the last 2 or 3 days, it's been what you might call a little dramatic. He's changing positions, degrees of angle, popping.
Building officials say they've cut off gas from remaining homes. They're still trying to figure out what triggered the ground shift. A slow-moving storm system has dumped a whole summer's worth of rain on parts of the Northeast in a matter of hours. Bill Wood got stuck at the airport in Philly after his flight home to Miami was canceled.
There were no hotel rooms available. There were no rental cars available.
More than 50% of flights scheduled to depart New York's LaGuardia airport were canceled yesterday. Almost 1,300 flights in the U.S. have been canceled or delayed today, and service has also been affected on Amtrak commuter trains. Flash flooding, triggered by all the rain, has turned deadly. Correspondent Earl Barnett is in West Point.
Floodwaters rushed through the streets of Highland Falls, New York Sunday after torrential downpours dumped at least 8 inches of rain in the area. Neighborhood blocks here turned into rivers. First responders rescuing dozens of people by boat. Similar scenes playing out across the Northeast.
Our next weather alert warns parts of northern and western New England could experience the worst flooding since Tropical Storm 19 in 2011. A battle over wills begins in Detroit today. Aretha Franklin's children sued each other. Could stand to inherit significantly less than his brother. This is CBS News.
You need to hire quality candidates fast. You need a team. You have to hire solutions. It's not going to be a hire people to follow your place. You can do .com /place.
I'm just glad that this brother is in
can become its own job. Indeed, the end-to-end solution that will produce to attract clearly and highly quality people. With Indeed.com/jobs.
give her a basket. I thought I was shopping or something, huh?
Let's go to the movies.
Okay, so I was in the wrong month. Well, sorry about that.
$2.7 million in ticket sales in its debut this weekend. Indiana Jones took second place in the box office. That made another $26 million. But that number one spot will likely change every week for the next few weeks. New Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 comes out later this week. That is Oppenheimer and Barbie the week after that.
Hi, Barbie.
Analysts say ticket sales from Barbie alone could top $100 million. Monica Ricks, CBS News. Another Barbie-inspired moment.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That's all right. Yeah.
I am soloing Spotlight Bobby by Schiaparelli.
Ryan Gosling wore a pastel pink Gucci suit. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Yeah. Yes. Well, we have to have diversity. Whoa. Yeah, but I hope it goes. I hope it continues to grow and things. But we certainly need something inside the race to bring people to this house. Civil rights. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And most people don't know who the hell Hank Williams is anymore. Yeah, so I ain't mad at him. I, okay, and oh yeah. Okay, I'm ready to roll now. Things are going good. Water park thing came up without a hitch. Hey, I just want to thank the brothers for stealing that car and not showing up at the water park. I'm just hey, listen. I'm glad y'all took the right turn and we still gonna shop at Sam's no matter what. So just we appreciate you. Listen, I do appreciate you not running into somebody's car or anything like that. I do appreciate that. I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Now you didn't help our image much. You didn't help our image much, but at least you didn't kill anybody or hurt anybody. So we just want to. You want to listen. I feel you because I like Tahoe. I do. I like know what one feels like to drive. Now, I don't think I'm gonna steal one, to know how to drive. But I like to drive. But maybe I'll rent one or something one day. Just get in that sucker and see whether or not I can make it happen. But I appreciate you not going to the water park during our opening this weekend. I appreciate you taking a turn right rather than left. So we appreciate that. All right, then. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you probably were sleeping all weekend long, and you don't even worry about it. Okay, the kids stole the car or ride in the car, whatever the case may be. They showed up at Sam's, got out the car. I think the car kept going when they got out of it. As a matter of fact. But now, here's my question: they didn't think this whole thing through. They didn't think it through. So why are you gonna go inside Sam's? Now, what you should have did was grab a basket like you were shopping, you know. But they didn't. They were hiding in Sam's, and soon as 7 of them. And that's of course Tahoe hold a lot of people, So I'm good. But I just want to thank them for not killing anybody, not killing themselves, not getting anybody hurt. They were just doing right. It could have been a lot worse. So I'm just saying, running from the police is not a very smart thing to do. Their job is to chase you. And they not going to quit until the job is done. I'm just thinking maybe, but I'm trying to think. I do some crazy things that our teenagers do. I can't lie. Not still a car, but I did a couple crazy things. I'll tell you about one of these days. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. I hear you still whining the whole weekend about the water park. I got the wrong one, I think. Okay. I did it. Yeah, okay. They both started with J. You. Well, you, you were complaining about it. That was a bad thing. It's a great thing. Great thing. Great thing. It sounds good to me. Mm. Well, we need more to bring. It was the first day, brother. It was the first day. Well, they coming. We got to get the word out. I don't care. Yeah, what she got to do with that part? Yeah. I just what Well, I don't know why you blaming Singleton. This whole thing wasn't. Well, not. And so, what about the cooperative? What about all those folks that run the thing? I mean, you're blaming Doug. Well, I don't know how she can, because that's not part of the county. So I don't know where she get that authority. That's part of the city of Montgomery. Yeah. Yeah. That's more than me. You get investors. You get investors. Though. Wait a minute. Doug's not in the construction business. Elton. I think. Wait a minute. I think this all started under Elton Dean. Yeah. You said it wouldn't. What you said is it's a bad deal. I think it's not. I think it's a great deal. Uh, I don't care. That's because I'm broke. I tell you what. What if we give it your? Wait a minute. What if we give it your part back? No, no. And what if we gave you your part of the tax thing back? It wouldn't be that damn much. Because there are a bunch of trees on the ground still from that storm they had a couple few weeks ago. I mean, no. They got Okay. Well, I tell you what I see, and you don't think they're trying to do that. They got a lot of debris from those storms in these streets. People cutting down, debris, whatever, and a lot of trees fell over, and a lot of people are cutting the trees up in their yards right now with stumps that are bigger than a car, and they trying to get them out of the streets. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I've seen them. Yes, yes, they're over there on Federal Drive. They got a bunch of them around there. Well, I got better things to do than go look at stumps on the ground. But they're over there. I see them every day, and they're getting them. Well, you always lie about it. You. There's just some things that don't deserve comment. See you later. It is 7:14 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning, Ed. I'm doing fine. All right there, Mr. Ed. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. It's tough being the mayor of the airways. Yeah. Right, right. Well, they may drop a dime or something here once in a while, drop $1 on the ground or something like that. I got to be there to pick it up. Oh, no, you know what? They probably forgot to put me on that one because I would have been depressed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Wow. Yeah. So what? Who's closing? Well, who's closing? Oh, well, but I got you right. I mean, you the creme de la creme of information. So I might as well get it from the horse's mouth. A fight. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Yeah, I do. But I mean, that's only because because I'm me and they are how they are. But when it's good to be a FOT, FOT, friend of Todd. It's good to be. Yeah. Okay. Well, you just stay. Listen, you stay on your side of Norman Bridge, and and I'll be on the other side. Yeah. I I understand. I mean, it's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yes. 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 Again, it's all right to be a fight. You know. Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. And listen, I hate to leave you out of it, but it's 7:20 in the morning. I got to take a break. I hate to leave a brother out of it, but listen, I mean, I'm a mover and a shaker. I mean, you remember that old movie? I'm over here shaking it, Bob. I'm shaking it over here. But anyway, we'll take a break and we'll be back. Remember that song? What's that, Cool Hand Luke? I'm shaking it over here, boss. Okay then. Woo! It is one of those. Tell right away. 340 is the number here. You want to give us a call. Love to talk to you, whichever on your mind. But again, I want to thank the young man though for not ruining the opening of the a Whitewater Park, of the water park. I just want to thank them for taking their mess to Sam's. I appreciate it because people ain't gonna stop going to Sam's. Okay, I'm just saying we gonna go to Sam's. Now, not me because I just don't frequent Sam's. I never understood the thing where you pay somebody to come in their store to spend your money. Yeah, I just that that doesn't sound like they should be paying me to come in the store. I gotta pay you to come in your store and stand in line to buy some stuff, give you some more of my money. Yeah, I'm not. No, as a matter of fact, yeah, at least with Prime, you pay $169 a year, whatever extra you pay, but at least you get it the next day, 48 hours. Anyway, we'll be back after this. All righty then. We are back. 860-1440 is the number. Good morning, yes. Oh, let me get this one. Okay, good morning. Yes. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. It's called Louisa something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I stayed out of them for 10 years. You know, but you say that, but I remember when the car came out, the legends were the rumors were wait a minute, it's gonna put people out of a job, it's gonna put people out of work. But I'm just saying, wait a minute, wait a minute, no, wait a minute, no, you don't get away with that. Okay, when the light bulb came, everybody complained it's gonna put people who make candles out of business. We have to we have to improvise, adapt, overcome, because somebody's got to think. The only thing that scares me is AI. That scares me. Yeah, yeah. I'll take you through that. Yeah, I saw that today. It's, it's too much money. They want to steal your property. They want to steal your property. Yeah, yeah. But what does the casino have to do? What does the casino have to do with that? What does the casino have to do with that? They're stupid. They want to give their money to somebody. They are. Yeah. Mhm. That we did. Mhm. That we did. Yeah. I appreciate that. Well, we just started the week, yeah, but I'm not going to blame casinos when people want to go out and give their money. I don't go out and give my money. You know, the house wins 99.9% of the time. Why would you go someplace and give me your money? I'm giving you better my money. Hey, you want to give your money, you know, please. Like smoking cigarettes or things like that, drinking beer. Again, I'm all for the sugar tax, baby. I say we need to put a quarter on each Coca-Cola and get that 20 million out. Because I don't need a Coke. As a matter of fact, I drank some Coke 3 years ago. I truly didn't need it, but I can't help it. But if they put $1 tax on the Coke, I wouldn't be drinking it. I say, 860-1440 number here. It is 7:32 in the morning. Turn that down. Good. No, it don't. Oh, that's yeah. Mm. I think we get tired of people making excuses. But a few computer, I get 300. Okay, and some of the help was from me. Not only that, I lead it, I put my money in it too. So that's not. I can't do nothing about that money. No, it's not. No, it's not. $1,400. Stop giving that man all that credit. First of all, $1,400 is the average rent in the city right now. I'm just saying this. I ain't giving him none either right now. People get put out of their houses because they can't afford the rent. No. Wait, because a lot of people are not looking for jobs anymore. And it was true. It was true then. It was true then. That man don't know what room he in. That man is mentally not competent to be president of the United States. He's a little bit more. He's got more clarity than the one in there now. All I care about is what I say. And I'm not mad at him. You don't have to value it. I mean, that's his prerogative. And listen, I'm a Southerner now. Hey, I am a Southerner. I'm an honorary. I've been here 32 years. I'm an honorary. I live here long enough. I live in my own hometown. Yeah. No, they didn't run me now. They didn't run me now. But I just they can't, I left. Well, I don't know. Yeah. It depends on right. Most people say, "What is in it for me?" Other people say, "What is in it for us?" If you're one of those people say, "What's in it for me?" then you probably don't see anything positive that's being done. But if you in it for what is he doing for us, then I think he's moved the needle somewhat. Mhm. Well, again, again, it's all where you sit. The way the world. Well, I believe if you weren't picky about what you do, I think you can find a job. Mm. Well, I think fewer people are getting it though. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know, hmm Well, they got one now. They got one now. Yeah. Mm. No, I mean, I don't know. More. Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I don't know who's doing all the complaining, but I do. But everybody will complain at some point about something. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the method of that. Appreciate the call. I don't know the method. Let's see, Cafe Louisa and Tomatino. I guess they what's that name? The pizza place over there. Yeah, Tomatino. Yeah, evidently they shutting down. You know, and again, businesses come and go, and having to have closed a business once a couple times in Montgomery. I had 350 buses actually. It hurts to close your business, especially if it's like a child dying. You know, it's like divorce. It hurts when you put your blood and soul, your sweat and tears in the thing, but you do get over it. You move on to something else, and you come up with a new idea. So business have always closed and opened. It's part of the process. We close, we open, we do the best we can while we're there, and sometimes it don't work out. But Tomatino's, I know, been there for a long time. And so, you know, it's the cycle of life. It's the cycle of business. You open a business, things don't go through economic downturns, get you. You know, you put out more money, then you bring it in, and you close. I just, yeah, I don't know if that's a sign of whatever times we're getting economic times, but businesses like myself had three different shops in Montgomery, and sometimes you open them, and I have all the faith in the world I was going to do great, and it didn't work out that way. Yeah, and I closed it. 860-1440 is the number here. Good morning on air. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, California got $7 at one point. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think that'd be on Social Security. I think that'd be on Social Security. Yeah. Now that was the point. Yeah, yeah, that was the point for a minute there. They couldn't find. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Oh well. Hey, appreciate your call. Appreciate your call. Let me see. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, Steve. Yeah, outstanding. Did you hear about your Marine friend? Okay. He got caught in the room in the barracks with a 14-year-old. I ain't mad at him, but uh, that's that's a little young. Yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. Okay. Right. Yes. Sir. Mhm. Yeah. 75. Where 75 go to Florida? I thought that was 95. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. You need 75 events. Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. All right. What's that? What's all right? I've never been there. Yeah, yeah. I've never been there. I'm gonna have to take a trip down there, I guess. And I can't go. I can't go to Max. Yeah, I can't go to Max. What's that car you got? Yeah. Oh, okay, right. I can do that then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's just send you that advertisement for because I ain't getting jack out of there. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself though. 7:47. I'm gonna take one more before I take the last break. An hour. Good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. All right. Whew. Okay, then. You know what? I just noticed something. I just noticed something. Y'all was right. I downloaded June the 10th, not July. I just saw the JU and went for it. Okay, so all that stuff today in history, I was all wrong today. That was like a month ago. Sorry about that. But I did get lessons of life and the word of the day right. It said June the 10th. What the world happened to that? Oh well, sorry about that. Tomorrow I'll get today's. No, I won't. No sense messing it up twice. So I'll take a break and we'll be back. Why did somebody tell me that? Man, text me or something. Tell me after one day or something. You know how it is. Sometimes your brain, sometimes it don't work the way it's supposed to. Two closings though. Let me see now. Pike Road's getting a new traffic sign. I don't know why that's new. I don't know why that's new, but okay. Two restaurants, Cafe Louisa, and Tomatino shut down. Uh, it's the process of business. It happens. We can't blame anybody. Uh, some things, listen, I know the pain of closing a business. Okay, I broke down and cried when I closed my. But you know what? That's the nature of business. It happens. We'll be back. Although I still don't know why getting a traffic sign in Pike Road is news. Okay, maybe the mayor can call up here and tell me why that's news. I don't. It's been a slow news day.
Montgomery's Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Southern Salt Family Owned, family driven, news radio Boy. Attorney CPA Joe Bell, business owners and professionals face public challenges in divorce court, but complaints allegations that they are no more than enough. Public claims on their business and practice itself. Clients with assets to feel on their divorce lawyer skills in these matters. For American Custody, visit Cordell.com.
those that do.
When rich close or three of them close overnight, it freaks me out. This is why I have a consumer folder for control action plan. All my friends with off control group. 833
We see miracles all the time at our children's hospitals. That's where the greatest children's hospitals are. They need our support to keep miracles happening. Give your money with miracles. Support your children's miracles.
Okay. Now, one advantage of getting older is that you've done some things. You know, some things good, some things bad. Success at some things, failure at other things. So you can talk about just about anything. Woo! I cannot believe that I did not recognize that said June, not July. Okay, time to wear the glasses now. Time to get them on, get them out there, and check it out and see what's going on. Because I can't believe that. A Marine has been taken into custody after a missing 14-year-old girl was found in the barracks on the California Bay. Now listen, heads. Listen, okay. If you're gonna do your dirt, you don't do it on base. Okay? First of all, as against the UCMJ, secondly, it's on a federal installation. and now you're gonna be a private forever. Actually, you'll be lower than a private, you'll be in a stockade. Sorry about that. Anyway, Marines were at Camp Pendleton in Oceanside, where I used to hang out sometimes, found a teenager on June 28th, just over 2 weeks after her grandmother reported her missing from San Diego to the San Diego Sheriff's Department. Anyway, that's just it. I guess we won't be doing that anymore. Moving right along to other things. Now, over 1,000 people, they say, visited it on a water park grand opening the other day, and that's pretty good for a city size like that. I'm all right with that. Let me see who's the phone. Good morning. Yes. How long do you want to do it? When was it 89 cents? Oh, 1975? Okay, well, hold on. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just gonna get one of them electric bicycles. Mm. How did Trump shut the economy down? He's the one that told people in Alabama to close all their businesses and make people stay home. He didn't do that. The state governor did that. Well, I ain't really blaming Joe for everything. I mean, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I don't think you can blame Joe for anything because Joe ain't running nothing. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Appreciate it. I got to take a break. Time's up.
Sunday on News Radio 1440.
Pillow Show and heard on 1923 media station. Yes.
I'm Debbie Barker in London. A royal welcome for President Biden at Windsor Castle. King Charles hosting the president for his first time as king. For private tea, the two were meeting with philanthropists and investors about their shared passion combating climate change. Public smiles earlier as the president met British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, but in their short private meeting, Sunak's believed to have expressed his misgivings about Mr. Biden's decision to send cluster bombs to Ukraine. The UK is among more than 100 countries to have banned them. The two men also have different views about Ukraine's eventual path to NATO membership, something to be discussed at tomorrow's NATO summit in Lithuania. More on that, here's CBS Robert BTJ. The world's biggest security alliance is grappling with if and when Ukraine should join. The president suggested that the war must end before Ukraine is admitted, pointing to a NATO agreement that all members will engage in the defense of any one ally that is under attack. I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York's Hudson Valley, where heavy rain and thunderstorms have left devastating flash floods. At least one woman drowned as she tried to get out of her home. Several people are missing, and roads are blocked in parts of this region north of New York City. Melissa Roberts lives in Orange County. Look at the people here. In some places, a whole summer's worth of rain dropped in just a few hours. The weather has messed up operations at airports. It's caused 2,000 flight cancellations and several thousand flight delays nationwide. According to the contracting website, they reported the strike, which traffic in halted Miami. They canceled that flight, were able to rebook on one flight to Miami, and they will be on another one tomorrow, late in the day. No hours available, there were no hours available. More flight cancellations after rains are expected today. Jim Consistency News. There are almost 1,500 in the U.S. so far. The Associated Press is reporting this week sports doctor Larry Nassar has been stabbed multiple times in a fight with another person at a federal prison in Florida. Nassar is in stable condition after he was wounded in the back and chest. Serving decades for sexually assaulting 19 USA gymnasts, including Olympic medalists. He also even lived himself an athlete when he worked at Montana State University. The future for this is CBS News.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month. A savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-330-1991. That's 1-800-330-1991. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-330-1991. Each shop, you see. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
It's the right time, the wrong time in the tennis stands. You can call this one Wimbledon in England. Publishing being at the wrong time. The mistake was the assignment and serve was about to begin. And if they had all open, somebody said, yeah, they lost the point on the second serve. The profit empire after once. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you are opening a bottle of champagne, don't do it as the player is about to squeeze. Not too sticky for fans at a concert in Pittsburgh. With safety at 17 for Ed Sheeran's concert at Mercer Stadium. It's to be 72 degrees during the day, but down to 62 at night. But the humidity at 92%. Estimated 51,000 fans. There. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Mm. Oh yeah, we're back. I'm trying to get serious for a moment here, which is rare, but every once in a while we gotta get serious about stuff. You know. Well, my son's in Arizona this morning, having a good time with Upward Bound. I just want to tell you, if you ever have an opportunity to put your kids in Upward Bound, it is by far one of the best programs I've ever seen run. And I got to tell you, Miss Love is just running it. The other night, we out there waiting on the bus, and with the company, uh, uh, she runs that program better than the Army does. And it is a great program. The kids get to, here in Arizona now, they've been to Washington, they've been to all these places. They go to school on Saturdays. They teach a little this, a little that, and they try to prepare them and see whether or not they have the potential for college, or help them get there if they want to work hard enough to do that. My son is officially my son is smarter than I am. So I'm just going to shut up, except when it comes to daddy duty. Other than that, I'm just going to be quiet. When it comes to math, hey, I don't have a clue. But except multiplication, addition, subtraction, and division, I can handle those. But yeah, they took him to Arizona. They all got on the airplane and took the bus out of here and going to where they go to. They went to Atlanta to get on the airplane. All the 27 kids. Woo! But I gotta tell you, they run that program like it is. If you can get your kids in it, you might want to. And if you need some help finding out who to contact, text me 241-9998, and I'm glad to put you in touch with me. Now she got rules. One kid tried to go on the bus the other night with a little do-rag on his head. She said, no do-rags. You got a head full of hair. We want to see. No do-rags, none of that stuff. You got to look presentable. You got to be respectful. It really is a great organization. And I've never seen nobody, handle that many kids the way she did. And they're all are great kids, and they all just do what they're supposed to do. And I'm just telling you, Upward Bound it is a golden secret that not too many people know about. I don't think in the city of Montgomery. I heard about it when I was coming up, but I thought it was for rich kids. I thought it was like 401k. I thought 401k was for rich people. So I never put the money in it. I didn't know it was for me. I thought that's what they gave managers and stuff like that. So lack of information at some point, you'll see that not knowing does. Somebody said, "What you don't know don't hurt you." That's not true anymore. Okay, what you don't know certainly will hurt you. Anyway, so if you can get your kids an Upward Bound, and I'm going to have Ms. Love on one morning to talk about Upward Bound because it is a fantastic program. My son's getting a hell of a lot more than he would have got out of me. I said, my job, okay, get up, go to school, see you later. We're having school today. Okay, that's it. Okay, see you. They really do a fantastic job. It is like a gold piece of gold that nobody knows about in the city of Montgomery. But I'm gonna get her on. Von Sill, Ms. Williams, all those get those guys on and let them talk about what they do. They can help your children. Now, if you got a baby kid, chances are he won't make it. Okay, if baby's your child, you want to just keep him home. But if you want your child to be introduced to the nicer things, the more intellectual things in life, because public school is not enough anymore because they just now we got a new principal coming at Lee. I'm hoping to see better and bigger things from that school. But I know Upward Bound, if you can get your children in it, do it. It is an outstanding program. Miss Love, it runs it. I'm just telling you, I've never been. Listen, I'm not easily impressed. I'm not. But I'm impressed with them. 860-424 is the number. Look at my phone before we get into something serious here. Good morning. Yeah. Now, how come we haven't heard much about it? That was right when I was coming to school, yeah. Now, you know it's a federal program, though, right? It's a federal program just housed on Alabama State. But yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. That's because the only ones that make the news are wait, the only ones the only number of our people are the ones who make the news, like the idiots who went to Sam's the other day. Well, there are lots of people. A lot of them are a hell of a lot better than I am. Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, Miss Love and them, that is a hell of a program. I mean, it really is. You got to give me something good to talk about. And I talked about it. Oh man, I let you go. I didn't even do it. Hey, sorry about that. I didn't do that on purpose. Let me see here. I didn't do that on purpose. I was rolling with you there. 8:15 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Hello. Okay then. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. I got to know about it. People got to get it. Yeah, people got to get it to me. If I know about it, I will. I just, I read all kinds. I read. Wait a minute. I read what I want to read. Absolutely, but again, I'm thinking 401ks for management. I thought they give that to people to entice them to come work. It's not my fault. You don't know what you don't know. Yeah, you're probably so. Yeah. Mm. Right, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. To be fair, I've got the 1/3 of it, and I just didn't read the whole. I don't do good at reading a bunch of books for leisure. Mm-hmm. I barely talk. What are you doing anymore? Oh, okay. Yeah. I did. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I saw that the other day. I saw that the other day. But again, and again, this is not poo-pooing on what you say, but books are still written by other people from their own perspective. I mean, right. from their perspective. But wasn't there right? But let me ask you. But let me ask you a question. Aren't our founding fathers, or if you have, that's what you want to call them, aren't they products of the environment and of the time and the culture at the time? And some of it's bad. I, well, that's because they're mimicking, right? They're mimicking other people. But I can tell you what he did that I like. Him and Ronald Reagan, they loved America. I think Trump changed a little bit once he got to the White House and had to deal with everybody, not just rich people. I think he loves this country and getting tired of seeing people walk on us from economic things, the social things. I think he does. Now, I don't like the way he does it. He talks too much, but fundamentally, he loves America, and like Ronald Reagan. Well, well, mm, okay, and he changed his perspective. But again, I think he's not the same Trump out as he was before he came there. And again, we put a guy in the White House who had never ran for dog catcher. He's not a leader. He's a boss. And that's what. And as soon as we figure that out, he'll be all right. Mm. But wait a minute. The one in the White House now is 80. Sometimes he doesn't. Yeah. Give me two. Give me two policies that he pushing is good for America. That's an easy. Wait a minute. It's not. Wait a minute. But he's spending everybody else's money. He's spending everybody else's. He's spending his money. You believe that? Honestly, you believe that? Every president did. Every president did. Because it's the money. It's the money that's not on the books, and the exactly. So they all lie to us. Yeah. 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 Mm. They won't do certain jobs. They won't. They will not do certain. There's some logic and reason to that. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another money. Some more money. That's right. That's right. Mm. Well, by that time, you should have somebody else going up and down the ladder for you. Mhm. But now, I've been told that. Wait a minute. I've been told that that money for Nick Saban's coming from Booster. That's what I've been told. Yeah, yeah. That's it. Well, we understand that. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They got $8 billion. They got an $8 billion budget for education in the state of Alabama. Yeah, we'll see. Again, though, but I don't think we can argue with the premise that if everybody, we can't get people now to pick potatoes and pick tomatoes and do cabbage because we have to depend on foreigners to come over here now because our so-called our educated people now won't do the work. I ain't never picked potatoes. Right. Yeah. Right. But if you'd had a master's degree, but if you'd had a baccalaureate degree, a master's, you wouldn't sit there and be picking out, doing that hard ass job in that hot sun. You wouldn't have did it. That's a garden, brother. That's a garden and on your own property. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Right. I would agree with that because I don't know. I want to grow some watermelons. What I want to grow. Mm. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You gonna be wait a minute. You gonna be cruel to a goat? So did the cow, the hog, have anything to say about this? see, that's cruel, man. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. All right. Hey, appreciate it. Gotta go to a break. 8:26 in the morning. See here. Killing the poor cow. Taking the fish out the thing. Fish ain't bothering nobody, but all of a sudden, bam! He put something in the water. He grabs it, and now in somebody's frying pan. I think that's cruelty to animals. We'll be back.
Your morning cup of joy is a Saturday morning minute. We want less government in our lives, the lowest taxes possible. We want to figure out procedures to bring stranglehold on business. We want to our goods. We want energy independence. Those high paying careers that are the exercise. We want constitutional justices. People want and deserve cities that are so talented, to safe and secure. We believe in law. We believe in law. We believe that if our public schools are failing our children at capital level, our children should be better. We want to take schools to be more good schools. It's pretty simple. It's later today on the Sean Hannity Show. My eyes connect me with things I love connecting with father-in-law. You always live up vision. We have originally been natural examples. These people need from the geographic or the struggle with vision maybe more to help others know that actually for some look at the best make it hard to read
The time on the clock says 8:33 on the Monday morning. Hope this day finds all of you well and get out there. You know, they say only 15% of the people who actually enter college actually graduate. I don't know if the education institution in America is about education or about just dissemination of the dollar. I don't know what it is. We got colleges now that the kids have to have safe places. Wait a minute. If you they got trigger rooms. I said trigger, not other word, trigger rooms, where if you hear something that offends you, you don't have to sit there and hash it out intellectually. Now you can go to the principal or whatever they got a professor, and tell him he offended me. And now he gets to sit in their own room like a little kid out. I don't know. I think vocations are still the way to make a good living. Whether it's computer sciences or whether it's learn how to build things or be an electrician or plumber, whatever the case may be, it seems to me that gender studies and public administration, although I guess they're necessary, but I don't. If you got common sense, you ought to be able to administer to the public in some facet. I don't know if you need a degree in it, but I think we coming up with all kind of curriculum now just to get people's money. Okay, stuff they want to. As a matter of fact, anybody out there got a degree that does them no good? They can't get a job in it. Anybody out there? They took all 1440. You got one. I mean, gender studies. That's ought to be one. I mean, listen. By the time you're in college, if you don't understand the difference between the genders, it's too late for you and the college. I mean, we get all these things. We make stuff up so we can get people's money so they go to college. Because the thing, and then once you get out of college, I hear people work for the state. Once you go back, I'm going back to school for my master's. How come? So I can get promoted. So all of these folks are working together just to get your money. I think they're all working together to get your money. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I mean, what I took up in school, philosophy, it makes me think I'm smart. But it certainly, unless you get a PhD in it, now forget about it. Forget about getting a job in that. But I learned. Now, if you're only going to school to learn about philosophical things and critical thinking and critical analysis, then that's great. That's great. Just don't think you're gonna come right out and get a job there. I'm just telling you, unless you're a CPA or an accountant or something like that, Other than that, math. But anybody who knows about math, anybody that's good at math can get a job doing just about anything. Okay? Did you realize that math is incorporated in every facet of our lives? You understand math, you understand the things of life. You really do. If you can understand. And that's why I'm all screwed up in the head sometimes, because I and math did not have a good relationship, except when it came to my money. I can always tell if you didn't give me the right change back then. But my son was telling me something the other day about this. It's called operational math. I don't know what the hell operational math is. I mean, if math you operate by, I'm not sure. All I know, he was putting numbers on the board. I couldn't figure out what the hell he was talking about. I just left him alone. I just went on about my business and went to the dishes. I was done. Georgia mayor gets arrested for burglary and trespassing. The city council member who was serving as acting mayor after Khalid Kamal arrests one of 5 members who sued him last year. So the brother's in jail, but he's out now. He's out. But he doesn't live in the city of South Fulton. He's out of jail now. Just in case you didn't know. He's out. He's all right. He just made a mistake. Here's one. An ex-Starbucks manager awarded $25.6 million in a suit over firing at the 2018 arrest of 2 black men. Okay, the lawsuit alleged that Starbucks was taking steps to punish white employees who had not been involved in the arrest, but who worked in and around the city of Philadelphia in an effort to convince the community that it had properly responded to the incident. So basically what it said was, we're going to give it all to white people because we think all y'all play a role in this. Okay. Jurors in a federal court have awarded $25.6 million to a former Starbucks regional manager who alleged that she and other white employees were unfairly punished after the high-profile arrest of 2 black men at a Philadelphia location in 2018. Sharon Phillips won $600,000 in compensatory damages and $25 million in punitive damage on Monday after a jury in New Jersey found race was a determinative factor in Phillips' firing in violation of the federal and state anti-discrimination law. Okay, it's starting to turn. Yeah, it's starting to turn. Okay. Pretty soon, the black card won't be so easy to use. Okay, then. I'm just saying, it won't be so easy to use. Use the way you got it, but okay, let's not overboard. There's an Alzheimer's drug now that has full FDA approval
which means that Medicare will pay for it. U.S. officials have granted approval to a closely watched Alzheimer's drug for patients with early stages of the disease. Okay. Again, I don't understand why why getting a traffic light in Pike Road is a big deal, but evidently it must be a slow news day. It's all over the newspaper. Why? It's a stoplight. Okay. I mean, we know what stoplights are. We got plenty of them in Montgomery. Come on, Morty. I'm just saying. Now, here's another thing too. Just in case you guys don't know it, your stamps went up yesterday. Stamps are now 66 cents. Okay, it went up to 66 cents yesterday. I don't care if stamp was $1. It still beats me trying to go every place and pay my bills by hand. I'm good. Okay? I'm not giving anybody a debit card. I may not want to pay you this month. You know, I may want to make you wait. If I give you my debit card, you're just going to take the money out anytime you want to. So I'm just, no, I'm sorry. But nobody has an appreciation for a letter like people in the military. I don't know, and in jail. I think the military is a little bit more like. But nobody appreciates that. You know, there were times when I was overseas that if somebody said, take your check or take a letter from somebody at home, I'd took the letter. I let them keep the check. So 66 cents is not a whole lot to pay to make somebody happy. Especially to spray a little perfume on, little perfume on the letter. And by the time you get it, yeah, okay, I'm just saying. That's what it was back in the day. Okay, so your stamps are now 66 cents. So that's not a big deal. And here's something else. Now, here's something else. Can somebody tell me what U.S. Representative Terry Sewell was doing at the Whitewater Open? She didn't give any money at all to it. She gave some money to well, she didn't give Jack. We gave some money to Maxwell, which is good. But can somebody tell me why she was there? Why did they let her speak? She wasn't giving no money to the Whitewater thing. She gonna bring a check back? I'm just asking the question. I don't know. Nobody asked me to speak. I'm just saying they should ask me to come. That's good. Now here's something that I don't know about. There are people who are complaining that Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary, on Sunday concluded a 4-day visit to Beijing aimed at smoothing over the tension between the U.S. and China relationship. And she had a meeting with he that raised the eyebrows of Americans because she bowed to him. Now, you know what? That doesn't bother me. If you're in another country, and you have to honor their traditions, come on, my conservative buddies. I'm not going to if that is the way we do things in that country, then there's nothing wrong with giving respect to their tradition. Okay, I remember the Status and Forces Agreement said, like when I was overseas a few countries, that our job was not to go in and change them to us. It was us to migrate for the time being into their custom of base. Okay, I'm just saying. So all this hoopla about her bowing to the guy, I don't think she was giving him the keys to the White House. I think she was just being honorable. And since she did have to be in China, and since they got about 1 billion people over there, I'm thinking we might want to just want to chill out on our complaints or whatever we do in China until we get to the other side of the ocean. I'm just saying, you might want to. I'm not all upset about she bowed. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, here's one, and this is in Alabama. Evidently, we got some idiots in the world who think that TikTok is the way to go. They should get all of their directions on living from TikTok. And some of them found out that that may not be the greatest place to get your life advice. But over the weekend, there are some people, even 4 people in Alabama, they would jump off a boat that was going fast. And for people, it's a TikTok challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, are our schools that ineffective on teaching people how to think? I mean, is that what's going on? $8.9 billion for an education system, and I got 4 people in Alabama who break their neck because they don't understand you shouldn't jump from a boat on a TikTok challenge. Really? Is it really gotten that bad in America right now? Are my kids that stupid? I mean, come on. Yeah, jumping off a boat? You got a TikTok? Man, I tell you. Get money on there. You got to sue every school in the country. All righty then. But anyway, TikTok boat jumping challenge that sees people jump off vessels moving at a high speed is blamed for 4 deaths in Alabama. As cops say, victims broke their necks instantly. And what? My Lord, what? I mean, okay, I don't get it, but okay. Now, let's get to the big story of the other day. 7 people arrested, pending and Montgomery police check. 7, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 suspects have been arrested and charges are pending against each of them after a police chase ended Saturday afternoon, according to the Montgomery Police Department. The accident started about 5:40 p.m. when Montgomery police tried to make a traffic stop on a stolen vehicle in the area of Coliseum Boulevard and Northern Boulevard. The driver refused to stop. He stopped now. During the chase, MPD said the stolen vehicle was involved in 2 vehicle crashes in the area of Eastern Boulevard and East Shirley Lane, though no injuries were reported by MPD. Additional Montgomery police officers responded to the area, as did deputies from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department. The suspects reportedly abandoned the vehicle they did, riding in, and some of the vehicle kept on going, but I watched it kept on going, and they just got out of it. While MPD did not identify the businesses, we know what businesses it is, okay? We know it was at Stamp. Okay? We know. Okay. I mean, yeah, come on. We know what business it is. Police have not released the name of the 7 suspects, but said there were several weapons recovered. There are no injuries to customers or employees during the incident. Okay. Good morning, who's this? Doing fine. Mm-hmm. Well, and I wouldn't, I wouldn't doubt your statistics, but I will tell you this much. Listen, if we already know what's going to happen, we need to stay the hell out of them things. We need to stop doing some of the crap our young men do, like these idiots did on Saturday. It's we know what's waiting. Why are we involved in some of this crap? You know, and you're probably right, but right. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you, has anybody talked to the governor or anybody about maybe giving these people, these older people some mercy and just, you know what, has anybody had that conversation with them? Okay, so what about what about your representative where you right? Your representative where you're from, the representatives here. Is anybody, I mean, none of these politicians gonna do anything unless you demand they do something. They won't talk to you. They won't do it. They go all these meetings once a year, and so so what? So what should we do about that? What should we do about that? What should we do about that? Now you need to show up at their house is what you need to do. $50,000, right? $50,000 a year. I've got to go through. I break it out, but $50,000 a year. You would think that gives them enough time to have like Roberta used to have these meetings to talk to people. But we don't want to just talk to them all. All of them do is talk. Is there a really, unless somebody killed somebody, is there a reason to give a 70-something-year-old person in prison? I don't know. We'll be back after this. They do not care about their people in prison. They don't care. They just don't care.
behavior are the top privileges of women. It hasn't worked for some. It only increases your child will be affected. For more strategies on top behavior and top discipline or to become the children. Sorry, I'm also online for this today. Getting ready for a new baby is a busy time. Katie will give her baby the best start and baby needs. So protect baby from and she supports baby with nutrition and really healthy choices for That's why Monday through Thursday is at 6 p.m. online or listen to the Best Of Show Saturday mornings at 9 on News Radio 1340. Depend on it. Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show. Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden on News Radio 1340.
Okay, I got a couple minutes left. Take these last couple of calls, and we'll call it a morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yes. Mm. 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 I hear you. Okay. And I hear you, but at 70 something years old, I mean, I hear you. I hear you. I appreciate it. One more call. Good morning. You on there? Mm-hmm. Yes, pretty good. Pretty good. I got all this stuff written down. I got all these things written down on paper. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, I think we all see the picture. If your child can prove that he learned that from TikTok, yeah, somebody needs to be fined. Yeah, I'm talking about school. I'm going to depend. But if you're that stupid, if you don't teach them to think and use logic and reason, I mean, if you don't use logic and reason, isn't that what school's for? My child was at a disadvantage because I was me. I ain't mad at him. Anyway, okay, time's up. We'll be back tomorrow. The good Lord says the same. Have a great day. Radio.